Yeah. Live. It's hot in here. Live here at Free Admission Studios. This is the Gym Crashers with me, Joey the Bull Santana, Adam the Grappling Giraffe.
We're sticking with it for now.
We got Dondo in the house, and our special guest, Evan Boulton. That's what I'm talking. Boulton. That's a name to have, brother.
I know, man.
Now, is it like Michael Boulton? And people will say, "Hey, is your uncle Michael Boulton?" He's the guy that's saying,
You know, I sometimes say he's my cousin. You know.
"Yeah."
Michael Boulton.
Thank you.
Is that fan back there making a lot of noise? I'm thinking that fan's probably.
Just one fan.
May want to shut that thing. It's going to sound like a Spanish novella, you know.
I know. We got my hair waving in the wind right now. You know.
No, look how nice, epic.
I know. Look at this.
There we go.
Oh, there he goes.
And today I'm wearing my jersey because my Steelers are playing right now. I'm not sure if they're winning. I know they were down by
playing
2.
the Cowboys? No?
The Cowboys.
Okay.
So keep me updated. If
I'm
people are
all
watching
combat
this
sports all
show,
day. I don't even pay attention to football
if people watching
anymore.
this show, let us know what's happening.
That North Long Beach boy from the Steelers, Juju Schuster.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Grover with Juju, you know? No?
Nah,
Nah.
I'm sorry, nah.
But I tell you what, our guest today, he's been around. He has a fight coming up next week.
Next Friday.
Next
yeah.
Friday
Friday
for
the
Fighters
13th.
Rep, man, it's gonna be crazy. I mean, we just spoke off camera before you showed up, but he mentioned a couple of teams he's training with, a lot of people that he knows that we actually had guests on this show in the past, so it's pretty crazy.
Well, let's
so,
get into it.
Evan, let's tell us about yourself. Where are you from, and where do you train? Give us all the scoop.
So my name is Evan. I was born and raised in Long Beach on the north side. I train off, my bad, we just changed the gym name. So I train on Hard Work Fitness off of Peach Chase and Zimo, kind of downtown Long Beach, east side. Also cross train at Yama and Irvine. And yeah, that's pretty much most of my training places.
Now, how long have you been fighting for, or how long have you been in the mixed martial arts world?
I lost count at this point, maybe like 7, 8 years.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you start off like in your teenage years then, basically.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
So
like
what,
everything just making sense, like, oh, this is how you punch people properly.
so what got you into the mixed martial arts world? Were you just like bullied as a kid, or you just say something, you know what, this is what I want to do, get me out of the lifestyle of all this crazy stuff?
Always wanted to learn it, but I was like poor growing up, so I could never afford it.
Of course.
Then as I got older, I could finally afford it, and then I got a mentality where if I do something, I'm gonna be the best at it. So if I wanted to train, I'm ready to fight. If I wanted to fight, then I got to win. If I got to win fights, then I gotta be a champ, and then I gotta turn pro and be a world champ, and we'll see where it leads. But
I
like funny
that.
story though, so I remember, I went to UFC gym in Lakewood when I first started training, and so I was so broke back then. But I went for like a week for the 3-week trial, and the manager, Austin, my homie, great guy. So I did a 3-week trial. He gave me a great deal, but I was like $20 short, and I didn't have a car back then. So I was walking home. I go down the street. I look on the ground, and then it's like $20 on the floor, and it's like, I want back in my membership. Let's go.
Hey,
It was just meant to be.
It was meant to
Yeah.
be.
See, that's destiny right there. That's telling you. You're doing
Somebody
all the
from
right path.
upstairs, somebody of them was up in the heaven was looking out, saying, you know what? Bam. Just bless you with some $20 on the floor. So how many fights do you have under your belt right now? Do you have like any amateur fights that you're accomplished already so
Honestly,
far?
dude, I lost count.
Really? So you've been doing this for a minute.
I think.
So you're a true
So I feel
Muay
like
Thai
it's
fighter.
39, but then my record says different. But then I fought like a lot of people. Like I fought a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Any like names that are out there that people would know out there you probably mix hands with?
Locally, I pretty much fought everybody locally, like Caleb, Dane. Who else?
Oh, you fought Dayton Turney?
Yeah, I fought both those guys.
Wow.
Yeah. Dane Turney, Caleb. Who else did I fight?
Oh, well, wait.
Dino Espaza. We fought at 147. I fought Caleb at like 142.
So you're a pretty tall
everything.
guy.
Yeah, literally everything from like 142 to 154. I pretty much like fought I fought almost everybody.
Wow.
Nice.
Like throw some names out there.
I'm like trying to
That's
think off the top
crazy.
of my head. But yeah, I pretty much, you practically probably fought everybody else on the Fighters Rep card and on their whole roster.
Oh yeah, pretty much.
So let me ask you.
I fought
like,
Johnny.
Really?
Garcias, yeah.
You fought Johnny
I found
Garcia?
I'm sure, yeah, great guy. Happy to see him fight. That'll be a good
Nice.
matchup.
That's awesome, man. So I guess getting back to more of the Fighters Rep and the actual rule set says as we know, with kind of Muay Thai and like a lot of these rule sets, there's a little bit different rule sets for moves you can use, like elbows, knees and clinches. How has it been fighting under the fighters rep rule set and training for that?
It's just been like, I mean, yeah, it's not the same. It's not full rules Muay Thai, but always try to have like a very versatile kit. Like, I don't want to be like a one-trick pony. I try to punch, I try to kick, I try to like elbow, footwork. So I'm kind of excited that it's forcing me to a different style, honestly.
So basically,
Like, I'm very excited to fight K1 Wolves.
Oh yeah. So what's it been like training for a different rule set for you?
Kind of the same. It just don't clinch. I did a little bit of amateur boxing, so I kind of got a mindset of just don't clinch, don't elbow. I can still knee. Yeah, don't get stalled out.
I mean, any hints on the game plan? Not to give it away, but some highlights or things we can see.
Just go out there and perform. Want to put on a good show.
now, do you know who you're fighting?
Yeah, I actually find the homie CJ.
Oh, it's a homie.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh man.
I know. I talked to him. We're fight friends. I don't train with him, but I know him. But yeah.
Now, how does that feel when you actually have to fight somebody you know? Is it kind of like
not-
you leave that out the door and you're in that ring and they hear that bell, you're just giving it hell, right?
Yeah. This is a fight. Like, it's nothing personal. It's just I like to do this. We both agreed to it.
Yeah.
After the fight, we could be friends.
Go out for a drink
Yeah.
and some sushi or whatever
yeah.
is out there to eat and just enjoy life after that. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Now, when you wake up in the morning, what's your daily routine? You wake up, have some breakfast, and you're training
Like
24.
fight day or training
just
day?
training day. How is your training day start?
So I'm trying to wake up earlier. So I try to get out of bed by 6 a.m. Breakfast. It depends. So I work in the gym too, so it depends on my work schedule. Usually I'll get to the gym by like 8, train clients, train again. I mean, honestly, I'm in the gym from like 8 to 9 p.m. 8 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Oh, so you're actually training clients too.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I try to do 2-3 sessions a day too.
That's nice.
Nice.
That's nice. So doing all that, and of course you have time for yourself for your fight coming up next week, and you're ready to rock and roll. Now, after this, I mean, they say like this fighter's rep. You take this win. Are you pursuing on going any further with your career? Or are you going?
Yeah, of course, man. I'm going to the top. I'm gonna go as far as I can.
Further as I
honestly.
can. Yeah. Okay. Good.
Right until the wheels fall off, Joey.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
I like that. I like that mentality.
Yeah.
So, not to get too assume too much, but Long Beach is a pretty tough, place to grow up.
Oh yeah.
Were you kind of one of those kids kind of growing up scrapping in the streets and now kind of found himself on a better
yeah.
path?
Yeah, definitely. If you were to talk to me in high school, you probably wouldn't like me, and you look at me now, and it's like you're a different person. Oh my god.
What were you like in high school? Let's get into it.
I was just a bad kid. I did like school, never really went to school, hung out with the wrong crowd. Like, half my friends are in jail right now.
Wow. Well, what is, because we all can relate to being kind of the one to go on a better path.
Yeah.
What's that pressure kind of like, I guess, kind of being the one to make it out and get out of that lifestyle and be on a better path?
I don't even know if it's pressure. I'm just telling myself to do better every day, make the best life for me possible. Everybody that helped me get up here, like, take care of them. Family, coach, teammates, they helped me get here, so I'll take care of them. Give it back to them.
That's beautiful, man.
Like, my gym is very important to me. Like, I would not be here, man, for my gym. So, yeah.
And it seems like you hold yourself up on a high pedestal, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that look up to you too. I mean, I'm pretty sure you have siblings, or you train a lot of kids too that look up to you as like, that's my sensei, that's my coach. And you have to roll this whole persona, like, this is me, this is what I did, I struggled, but I'm here right now with all the hard training, praise and all that stuff, and having that love, support, the reason why you're there.
Definitely, dude. Honestly, that's like makes such a big difference, because I'm not the most like athletic person or like the super athlete, but I do work hard, and like having people support you, because training hard is like great, but then you can't train hard so long, then you go down, then. But I got so many good people. Like, all my teammates text me. Larry, my boy Lolo, we did like Larry hard rounds. He beat me up this morning. Then he talks to me and like, it's like, bro, I got like 60 pounds on you. Like, I put it on you, and like, you did break, so this guy ain't gonna do nothing to you.
And it's one thing you brought up right before our live situation here. But you brought up that you actually train right now with the Oyama team. Now, how's that, and who do you see there? Because I know Team Oyama is pretty huge.
Yeah,
and they have a lot of fighters now in UFC, and they're all over the place.
They have a lot of Muay Thai guys as well.
Yeah. So I mean, have you actually trained with some of these folks that you see on UFC at the gym?
Dude, like Chris and Alex Perez, like those guys are like my mentors. Like taught me so much in the sport.
Really?
They helped my game so much.
Wow. So
Christian Aguilera?
Yeah.
That guy's a beast, man.
Yeah.
He's the best.
It's like so much tough love with him, but he's Yes. The dude with the big left hand, yes. You know what? If
And
you know
no golf
yes,
swing.
Yes.
Please, Skull Sting, let me give you some golf lessons. But getting back to it, what was it like getting to train with some of those guys, and Skull Sting specifically? Because I believe he is kind of a little bit of their kind of go-to Muay Thai guy.
Yeah, he's good. He's like, again, he's like amazing hard worker. He's very tough love, but he pushes me like, he's a guy that will try and kill you in sparring, but then give you the tips and make you better at the same time.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like, and like the nicest guy as well.
No,
He'll try to take your head off and then he'll be like, hey, how's it going, man? How you doing? And you're like, where is this paradigm? What?
True story. So when I first met, like, dude, I'm like a 6'4" black guy. So, and he's like a little Asian guy. So it's like, oh, cool. This dude's super nice friend. I got to spar him. I don't want to hurt him. I think the first minute he dropped me, I was like, what just happened? Get up, drop me again. Like, okay.
Okay, it's
like,
on.
Yeah, it's like 3 rounds getting dropped. I'm like, this dude. They boxed so nice. I'm like, what? You dropped me like 7 times. What? Why you so nice to me?
And the guy, actually, he's really nice. I know he did a lot of crazy self-defense classes in Little Saigon to like up in the Vietnamese community, and much love to him for that. That's a lot of respect because you know what's going on nowadays is kind of crazy, and he's going out there doing his thing.
He did?
Oh, actually,
Really?
yeah. I didn't know that.
I didn't
Wow.
know either. I'm going to tell him that.
Fun fact, as Robert informed us, our viewers, Ron Skolstein started at this amazing gym right here, John De La O Jiu-Jitsu.
He was one of my first sparring partners.
And he was
How was
also
that?
one of Ron's first sparring partners.
He liked to hit me in the back of the head because it was MMA. So like, he got on top of me and then like I flipped over and he started cracking, dude, and caught me in the back of my head a couple times. But it wasn't like a lot because he was on his way out. I was on my way in. So it was just once or twice. You know, nothing serious. It wasn't like a fight camp or anything like that. It was just like your normal sparring Friday.
For sure.
And it's kind of cool when you're actually sharing like these moments with some of these people that are well known in the fight industry and everything else. Because like I said, you experienced Alex Perez and everybody you named, like everybody, and it brings back memories like back when Oyama, when I used to know him back in '96, and I was with the old school guys from Tito Ortiz, Ray Rob McCall, Tank Abbott, Tiki, and some other folks, and it's just like having that experience, like damn, like these guys are on TV and I'm actually in the ring with these guys, just not messing around, but getting my ass kicked too. You know, I get it. You know, I got my butt rocked here and there in the ring sometimes, but yeah, that's totally cool that you actually train with that camp because Oyama's a really nice guy. Short dude, don't judge that guy just because he's short.
No, dude.
The guy has a mean kick.
Dude, he's still athletic.
Yeah.
Like, he'll his moves and drills, and it's like, can he does this? Oh, never mind, he's good.
He's very flexible for his size.
Yeah, he's good. He's like, nah.
So what brought you over to Team Oyama and to kind of like get the idea to start cross training?
My coach home involved with Rizzy Oyama boy. And so I started at UFC gym, and then we had good sparring partners. And so my coach Hong is amazing. He wanted me to grow. So he brought me down to the gym to get more rounds in, better quality rounds in. I would get work on my gym, but it was like hobbyist compared to, it was like sparring a hobbyist and sparring like a world-class pro. Then it was just like seeing the difference, how much more I needed to improve to get to my goals.
Very, very different. Like, as someone, I train on sub-fighter MMA myself, and like I remember when I first started showing up to some of the pro classes, like you feel confident in yourself in your beginner classes and the other hobbyists, and then you're around other pros, and you're like, yeah, never mind, I'll go be a podcast host.
Dude. The first time I seen a 5-minute round, I was like, are we done yet?
Right.
I still got 4 minutes? Are we done yet? I still got 3 minutes? Okay, we're done. I got 9 more rounds?
Right?
Yeah.
It's like there's another hour to go? What?
Yeah, like damn.
There's times when John De La O didn't even start the clock. No joke.
No, I believe that.
Our great John Dono just informed us John De La O used to not even start the clock for his sparring rounds and his sparring days. And just lie to you straight up.
I said a teammate named Pedro. My coach used to do that to us sometimes. We would just spar and we wouldn't notice. Then be like 20 minutes later, like, I'm tired.
It's like, is that still the first round?
Yeah,
Like,
And
why does it
Pedro's
feel so
like
long?
Pedro's like a cardio machine that never gets tired. So it's like literally 20, 30 minutes. I'm like, it's been one round still? Like, damn, I'm ready to die.
I'm ready to
Yeah,
die.
my legs hurt.
I was like, oh man,
So-
everything's shutting down.
Yeah.
So next week, you have lights going, you have fog machines going off, you're getting ready to go to that ring. What music do you have playing in your background when you get ready to make that appearance into the
Some of the
ring
Long Beach
itself?
rappers you just dropped
yeah,
named
yeah,
off.
yeah.
Like,
I'm thinking maybe Warren G.
there you go.
Summertime LBC.
There you go. There you go. Representing all day.
Maybe North depends on like Vince Staples become kind of moon. Depends on the moon at end. 'Cause I feel like Vince Staples is like very new school.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people know him.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I feel like a lot of people know Vince Staples.
I mean, yeah, I feel like
especially
but,
in my generation. Yeah.
I feel like maybe the older crowd wouldn't. They'd be like, "Who is this guy?"
It's like
You gotta
me.
come out to your right vibe, though. You gotta
I
come out
know.
whatever gets you hype.
Hmm.
You know, you're the one fighting in there,
Maybe
not
Smooth.
them.
Hmm.
That would
You got
be
a lot of
good.
fingers.
There's a lot.
I know.
You got a high selection,
No, I'm lucky. Like I said, like
Especially representing LBC all day. So
especially getting to rep your city too, and through your fighting. Like, I gotta ask, how does that feel, getting to kind of rep where you're from through your amazing passion and hobby?
it's amazing, dude. I love it. I feel like I'm not big enough to say I'm putting the city on the map, but like I feel like one day I will.
I believe in you.
Yeah.
I believe in you. You got a great mentality, and you seem like a great guy. I
Thank you,
believe in
man.
you. You got a supporter right here.
yeah, because you're representing LBC. I'm pretty sure there's somebody out there that's going to tell, yo, Snoop, man, we got this cat right here, man. Evan, man, he's representing LBC. He's a
Hey, we've seen Snoop out there training with some Muay Thai fighters. When are we gonna see you training with Snoop?
I said I want to like come down to my gym, Snoop.
For
You
real,
see
come on,
Snoop.
Snoop.
Let us know.
Exactly. Open invite right there with an
There you
amazing
go. We'll make
fighter.
sure we have to cut that and send it to him when he's giving Snoop a shout out, because
I know.
it can happen. I mean, you'd be surprised some that people that watch the show when we're not live. We actually put this on YouTube and Facebook, and they can replay it over and over again all day.
You know what I do Muay Thai that was actually getting good was Viz. He was training
Yeah,
at-
Oh yeah, West
was
Khalifa.
Equinox,
No,
but-
Yeah.
Wiz
was
is
it
good.
Equinox or wherever he's training at. Was it Equinox
It's like
or-
no, it's this specific gym within LA where a lot of people do train combat sports and like just known celebrities and media influencers, but like with legit trainers, like they're
Yeah.
actually good trainers. I forgot who it
He was getting better, like
I wish
he
I
was
could
putting muscle on.
remember.
It was like a different person. It was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, when I saw him hitting the mids, hitting the bag, I'm like, damn, like that dude. Yeah, he's a rapper, but I don't think you
Can
want to mess
fight.
with
I
him.
think
Yeah.
it was maybe it was Dewey Cooper, or like there was a famous kickboxing coach that trained with him and said like nobody ever cracked him, but like Snoop caught him.
Yeah.
And like really he's just like, no, not Snoop, Wiz Khalifa actually has some legitimate skills. And even watching him on his bat work, you could see like Wiz can chop it up.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
Wiz knows how to throw down.
And I think that'll be kind of a cool, like, dream celebrity fight. 'Cause now that all these YouTube stars are getting involved in the fighting game, I could probably see you going against Wes or maybe one of the Wooden brothers. Those
Logan Paul brothers.
Logan Paul.
Hey, what about Blueface?
I'll
Blueface
be
just
honest,
fought that
Blue-
TikToker.
I'll fight one of Logan brothers. Like, let's go.
let's go.
Fight
He said,
Blueface,
let's
though.
go.
That'd be an interesting one.
Let's
I'd
go.
rather
mean, I'll
see
fight
that
anybody.
than the Paul brothers, because I feel like you destroy one of the Paul brothers. Like,
Will I fight Blueface? I mean, I'll fight anybody.
He said, I'll fight anybody.
I'll fight
I mean,
anybody.
like,
Anyone.
I'll
fun.
fight Mike Tyson for $1 million. Like, you know.
I like
Yeah.
that one. I like that call out. Yeah.
No, not let's go. Let's find somebody smart. Let's go like Mayweather. He probably won't hurt me as bad. He'll still hurt me, but not as bad.
But he's very small.
No,
I
he'll
think
gas
one
you
couple
out.
of kicks. But that's if he wants to kick back. See, knowing him, he just wants to throw hands. Maybe we'll see some boxers one day actually use the feet.
I don't know. We got a few and there's a lot
Who
going
was
on
it?
in the boxing
No,
world
yeah.
in terms of like crossovers. Like I think Shane the Cannon Briggs fighting
Lil
Quentin Rampage
Machika,
Jackson.
he was in Titan for a little bit, kicking.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was. He
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
Yeah. There's that video of him,
I
and he's
know.
got good technique.
No, I'm like, if he get a good leg kick, he can go places.
You know, he could, but you know, he's off doing his thing in the boxing world. And I
yeah.
think he's still got that Teofimo Lopez rematch coming up. I would love to see that fight.
I would too.
I have a question.
The mic's right. I'm going to get the mic.
Watching, growing up, it's too short. That's what they tell me. What fighters in kickboxing or Muay Thai have you been watching as you're progressing your martial arts career?
There you go.
Amazing question.
Fighters that like. Okay, so first off, right now I'm like the biggest Israel Adesanya fan. He's just like I said, his striking is beautiful. It's amazing.
It's just
He gives
incredible.
like skinny guys hope.
Exactly.
Like I can do this. Like you feel me? It's
Exactly
like,
right. Like,
it's like
you
I'm
just
skinny.
feel like,
I
I'm
don't
skinny
got-
and tall. We can do this.
Yeah, let's go.
Exactly.
George's Proshorten.
We'll get you there, Joey.
Yeah.
We got a
George's
few more pounds to
Proshorten
go.
is good.
Doctor?
Goes,
Yeah.
what's his name? Flertex, Joyce.
Oh.
What's his name? Something about why.
Yatsen Clyde?
Yasasai, yeah. His like left kick is amazing. It's just yeah.
What about
Like everybody that fights him, is just like he got the strongest leg kick ever, left leg ever.
I like currently one guy I've been following who has really great tutorials and all that. I believe his name's Unjin Topic.
Oh
He's
yeah,
fought
yeah,
a
yeah.
few
He's
and
good.
one
He's
championship Muay Thai fighter.
good. Yeah, he's good. He's good.
He's really good. There's just a lot of great Muay Thai fighters out there
No,
nowadays.
definitely, dude.
But you know, as a Muay Thai fighter yourself, someone I've been dying to ask any Muay Thai fighters, if somebody who also follows the sport, would you agree that actually the best Muay Thai training is not even in Thailand anymore? I'm thinking some of the best that we're actually seeing is more out of the UK and actually even North America as it's on the rise.
I feel like it's the trainers that makes the fighters. Like the trainers in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Like honestly, because so we named that gym to hard work fitness. We used to be UFC gym in Long Beach, and everybody just make fun of me from that. And then I'll go fight it. Then it's like, oh, this UFC guy gets down.
Yeah.
So I feel like you can't be say that area. It's just the gym. Like Thailand's got some amazing gyms, and they probably got gyms that are not as good. Same thing in America. Like, you just pro combat sports. We got some amazing gyms out here, and then we got gyms that just take your money.
Exactly.
I feel like that's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
What you're talking about, Adam, like for me, it's different stylistic traits, right? I don't really think the UK so much as the Netherlands. As
That's
the
true.
pinnacle
That's a good point.
Of European striking styles. And if you look at it, it's more of how they incorporate Western boxing mechanics with Muay Thai.
No,
And
definitely.
It's a very good
so
point.
Then you got a combination of kickboxing, like American style, then you've got the traditional Muay Thai, and then you got the Netherlands, who has that Dutch style, right? It's a different thing. Like there's different techniques, like the Dutch dump, which are not a lot of people here know what that is. So have you seen a Dutch dump before?
I've probably seen it. I just don't know the name.
Yeah, it's just
Which one is it?
It's a variation of a leg kick, but they actually pick up the front foot, and it's almost like throwing a jab, but off of a leg kick. It's weird.
Is it like that little press kick to like the thigh, or like
No,
nah?
it's not a quad. It's not that. It's just a normal leg kick.
Yeah.
But it's similar in style as when you stomp for the jab.
Yeah.
But except it's a leg kick, so you actually are off the ground when you throw it. So it's pretty interesting stuff. Then you also got French influences like Sabat.
Yes.
They have really good footwork and ring workmanship. So it's about incorporation, and it's also about, I believe, time periods, right? Different time periods, there's a different style that people gravitate to and tend to have a lot of success. And then it goes back in a circle when they figure out that another style can beat that style or has more success against that. But I mean, you also got the guys at the yard. You know, I mean, you got like
Joe Chilling
and
Daniel
Natalie.
Rodriguez.
No, Natalie. Yeah, Natalie.
That guy is freaking amazing too.
Yeah.
So then Raymond Daniels. I mean, there's a it's like a way.
That dude's a highlight.
I feel like there's different ways. I think UK's picking up, but I still believe that I favor the Dutch style because I feel like they incorporate the hands with the Muay Thai style pretty well.
Well, the one thing I really like about the UK and going back to what you're saying about the development of the style, the way they're kind of developing out there is they're heavy volume, but also like they use the heavy volume to set up their power shots. Like specifically, one guy I really like is Joe Craven to watch out of there. I don't know if you've heard of him too much. He's fought a few different guys. Like his fight with Amari Diedrich, I think really showcases those like conflict of styles, because they're both kind of that new age kind of UK Thai boxer style. But you could see with Joe Craven a lot, him training, I believe, with Bad Company Gym with Liam Harrison. They're very heavy chop to set up their power shots. It's very like chop that wood for the last chop to smash the tree is kind of the best way I would put it.
I think that the whole sport, though, if you look at Thailand, they gain like way better boxing out there. Like some of the upcoming Thai fighters got good hands.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Like he fought one championship like 2 weeks ago. He beat Samo, like Pachek. Sorry, what P like Pachamak, something like that.
Oh, Petchdam?
Dude, super great hands.
Yeah.
Fun Thai, super great hands.
And like very
Like,
much uses his length a lot,
Yeah.
like bringing back kind of the tall Thai fighter style.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like interesting styles I feel like in Muay Thai and
I
just
think it
like,
just
different body
switches,
types.
yeah. Like I said, a lot of Thais picking up great boxing, and then Americans putting the foot on the map. I feel like more great American fighters.
I agree.
Like wrestling from boxing, where Janet Todd like won championship. Champion, like
I know. It's incredible.
yeah. It's feel like more people are coming out of the map, so more to look at. Like we think Muay Thai, you always think of Thailand, where like the palms open, the old school, and you just stand there and bang. But it's more of a advanced sport than that.
Yeah.
Like there is head move, there is footwork.
One thing I really like too, to kind of get back into just going of different country styles, Australia has an interesting one, specifically with John Wayne Parr and just the whole Parr lineage, who's really brought that over. Back in the day, Mark Hunt as well, even just current UFC fighters, Justin Tafa, like New Zealand as well.
Yeah, they get like a lot of crazy people from New Zealand. I'm like,
even City Kickboxing, some of their up and coming guys are really, really good. Like I think they have honestly some of the best like feeder program to get into MMA through kind of Muay Thai. Yeah. You know, at least currently right now. But you could kind of see with that style and like kind of going back to what you're saying, like they're gritty, and the Australians are gritty. Like they'll bite down and throw at you, and you better be ready for it.
No, you do.
Like especially kind of that John Wayne Parr where it's like heavy volume, and we're gonna just try and break your guard.
It's like a New Zealand and wrestling are probably the two things I'm most worried about fighting right now.
I have a question. So each of you guys, what was your favorite kickboxing or striking combat match that you can remember, or one that you can watch over and over again?
Oh, that's a hard one.
Hard one.
I think on YouTube from this one.
This is like
I did like Bloodsport.
Entire history.
I know. Like just kickboxing, man.
Yeah.
Just kickboxing or Muay Thai.
Just striking in general.
That's a tough one.
There's so many good fights.
That's
though.
like
I'll let you pick.
There's so many.
Kickboxing, Muay Thai,
boxing.
striking.
This is a tough question for me.
I can't answer this one. There's too many fights.
I know, there's so many. I'm just thinking of all the ones I've recently seen that were dope. Like even that one, like I said, that one Joe Craven versus Amari Dietrich.
But then we watch the old ones, like, oh my god, this fight is amazing. You learn more, So you look at older fights. That what I've been doing.
Actually, what's that one that's like the legendary kickboxing fight where it's North American kickboxing versus Muay Thai, and it was like labeled as that and really sold as that. It was like
was it like when like Joe Cheney won me and Kevin went to Thailand? Before that?
Before then, like it was in the 80s and 90s.
Oh,
and like I can't.
I
can't remember it.
What was yours, Robert?
What's yours?
Is Mike Zambitis versus Shaquille. If you've not seen that, watch it. That is one of the greatest, to me, one of the most greatest.
Repeat that one more time.
Huh?
Repeat that one more time for the viewers.
It's Iron Mike Zambitis versus Shahid Olab. I can't say his last name. But
That's fine.
If you look up Zambitis versus Shahid, C-H-A-D-I-D, that fight, I promise you, if you want to get hyped before your fight, or watch that.
Oh wait, Gabriel Varga versus the Soul Assassin.
Kevin?
Yeah, Kevin. Yeah. Kevin Ross versus Gabriel Varga. That comes to mind. That was a really, really good one. If you like the technical part of the sport and just kind of that like interesting style.
Well, I'm just waiting.
I like Sugar. I like that fight.
Oh yeah.
Like I like that fight, but it's not my favorite.
Oh, Roberto Duran versus Sugar Ray.
Well, mine was the.
Oh, those were great.
Anything with Ali is probably like my top 100.
Oh yeah.
Mike Tyson is just so fun to watch.
The two Twin Towers back in the day was Larry Holmes versus Kid Norton. Those were two badass giants in the ring. They're the two biggest, tallest boxers at the time, and that for two big men to go out in that ring and just give it hell. And like, I mean, this is when boxing was boxing. There was no foo-foo la-la like the way it is nowadays. They let these guys give it hell for I don't know how many rounds. So they're bleeding and they're sweating. Same with Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, Floyd Patterson, Rocky Marciano. I mean, I can go forever. I mean, a lot of these old school fights, which I love the most, I can go. The new fights, I dig, but I like all the old school, like 15-round fights back in the day.
You know what fighter a lot of people ask me what my favorite boxer was, as in like entertainment? It was
Payaso?
Whatever, I drew a blank all of a sudden now.
I don't know. My favorite boxer of all time
was he a Spanish boxer or?
No. He was Middle Eastern. He was from the UK though.
Ooh.
Oh, Prince.
Nassim.
Yeah,
Oh, the one with the crazy.
The one with the backflips.
He was fun to watch. He was fun to watch when he was fun to watch.
He had the best ring entrances.
That's all he had, pretty
throws
much.
himself over the ring top. before a fight.
He made it very entertaining.
No, definitely.
The best was when he came in on a carpet.
Yeah.
That was the best.
Never thinking.
That was amazing.
And I can't forget to say Felix Trinidad, and this is before he
that was
touched
good.
Don King. When Don King touched him, his career was over.
That was good.
I feel like Prince he was the one that like really put the flex on for sure.
He
Yeah.
also
he flexed so hard.
he really helped out those lower weight classes too. I really feel like lower weight classes until like kind of Floyd Mayweather and him as well, like weren't as popular. They kind of fell out, and then
No,
he brought
definitely.
it back.
No, definitely. But
But,
yeah,
like-
they popping though. Like, you know, they find him. I feel like 145, 155 is more fun than most heavyweight fights.
Yeah, there's
Heavyweight's
not
not
many
the same no
heavyweights.
more. You know,
It's just
it's like
like
heavyweight. Somebody get knocked out, 5-6 rounds later, they both gassed. Like, what happened? Like,
it's
little guys are just like killing each other.
yeah, no, they're just going at an incredible speed.
There's a lot of great.
135s, 125.
Oh, Inoue right now. Oh, incredible! Like I'll watch an Inoue highlight all day. The Godzilla. That's my favorite current boxer. That dude is so good and
And-
a cold killer.
And there was 2 dream fights I had. There was one Mike Tyson versus a young Joey the Bull Santana, and there was a young Joey now an older Joey the Bull Santana versus Adam Woods. That would have been a great dream fight.
Those are 2 great dream fights.
It'd been a fucking tortillas all day.
Tortilla hands all day.
I love you, Adam Woods.
We love you, Adam Woods. You're the
I
best.
mean, any 2 aggressive, high level like strikers, I love watching. You know.
Yeah, honestly, high volume guys
Yeah,
are just the
dude.
best. Like
You know, it's crazy. Like anything can happen. You get dropped any second. There's action the whole time.
I guess also too to get back to kind of talking about Muay Thai and kickboxing. This is actually a question I love that whenever John De La O pops in on the show, he likes to drop. What's your thoughts on One Champion's Muay Thai and their use of small gloves? And would you ever fight with small gloves, and what do you think it would be like?
I'll be down for small gloves. For sure, it changed the game. Like defense definitely can't sub behind big gloves.
No.
So defense definitely changed a lot. And then one time I was playing around sparring with little gloves, and I was like, "Let's go, boom, boom." Wait, my defense don't work.
That's true.
But
That's
do
a very
happen-
good point
do
by John
happen
Dondo.
much? No, I get that. I definitely get that. But do that happen in K1? I mean, one championship that much? I don't
Not
see
as
that.
much. No.
Yeah, I don't see that many one like eye pokes in there. So yeah.
And there's not a lot of guys that kind of use their hand as a
Yeah.
rangefinder.
I feel like it's real strikers, so they know what they're doing. Like, you know, they know how like their hands out, the fingers are curled, like open hands, make a fist whenever you want.
Well, also too, I feel like you kind of see a lot more hand fighting, so you
Yeah.
wouldn't want them out there because you'll see come
No, I
over
mean, I'm
the
just
top.
thinking, like
and-
fighting like this don't feel comfortable, like, and then I feel like this would be dumb and it's gonna hurt my finger.
Grapplers
Yeah.
are gonna have them open. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. That's a great point, John.
But
I
even
really
when you
like that
punch
point.
though, you think about like I don't box like with my hands tense, like
Hell no.
yeah, like
No.
Waste energy.
yeah. So I feel like one make like my finger's so curved, every small gloves.
It's ready to go.
I'll
Yeah.
definitely be down to do it. And then it definitely changed the game. Low gloves hurt more. Definitely. It changes the defense. Your hands probably don't get as tired because you got smaller gloves on. I'll definitely be down to do it though.
So next week, you got this big fight coming through. Going for weigh-ins. Are you gonna have a full-on stare down with your opponent to give him that look, or are you just
I'd go
gonna
with the
shake his
vibe.
hand and be like, "We're homies," but I'm gonna look at you, I'm gonna look you down because I'm gonna.
Let's go with the vibe. Like, if you want
Yeah.
to do this, you can do this. I really don't care. Like, I'm here to fight.
And maybe because he wants to pop off and shoot some words to you, you're gonna shoot some words back.
It depends what kind of verse he said. It depends.
Yeah,
I'm a little
yeah.
man, little like,
Yeah,
I'll joke around.
that's cool.
It'll take a lot for me to go crazy before a fight. Like, you know.
Why?
And,
Should be excited.
And right now, do you have any big shout outs to some of your sponsors that are sponsoring right now? Do you have any sponsors that are watching you right now?
Dimstone Medicine, Dietitian Fighter. Who else do I have sponsor? And that's my only sponsors right now. If anybody want to hop on board, let me know.
Yeah,
Sure.
hop on board.
My guy
You-
looking
I'm
for
always
some
open-
sponsors.
Yeah.
check him out on his Instagram, social media page. You can
What is it? The long
LBC
underscore?
Kickboxer.
LBC
LBC
Kickboxer.
underscore Kickboxer.
you can find him under my hashtag or under Adams over here. Big time.
Of course.
Yeah. So, want to get into your fight breakdown? Let's make this happen.
Why not? Let's get right into it. Robert, why don't you bring up the fights for me? I'll bring up my bets.
Okay.
Because I am a broke man, and this is what I like to spend my money on, is fight bets.
Got a new name for this guy. This is Active Shooter
Active Shooter
Adam.
Adam.
Yo, Don.
Okay.
You shoot people on camera and nailing it. So you got a new cameraman, and because he does such a fine job here at Free Ignition Studio, he earned himself
different
Okay.
things out in the fight world, which is what
I
it's all
know.
about. So, active shooter Adam has been out there.
I've been
He's
trying.
seeking additional opportunities.
Of course, always, always, and not just MMA as well. I will shoot any athletes if you need your gym photos or anything.
With us on,
I am indeed.
Fighters Rep.
I am indeed.
perfect.
That's
Get my good side.
of course.
Friday night, he'll be at Fighters Rep.
Of course, I made sure to clear my schedule for that event because I am so excited, and I also can't wait to get a few post-fight interviews as well. Hopefully, hopefully I can get my few questions to my guy right here after this fight.
Definitely, yeah.
You know, but let's kick off this great card with, we got. Let me bring it up. All right, we got Song Yadong coming in at a plus 105 underdog, taking on the great Casey Kenny, who's coming in at a minus 115 favorite. I really like this fight for Casey Kenny. Song Yadong is a great prospect, especially coming out of Team Alpha Male. We know what they bring to the table: great boxing, great wrestling, heavy offense, really trying to break you down. After a few of his performances and also, a little bit of a controversial decision with our friend of the show, Cheeto Vera, I'm not quite sold on the hype. I'm going to go with good old reliable Casey Kenny. We know what he brings. Great, well-rounded fighter, great wrestling, great grappling, great kickboxing on top of it as well. I'm going with Casey Kenny on this one.
So me personally, I'm not too familiar with both guys, but I did see the Sean versus Cheeto fight, and I didn't really like the decision very much, so I'm going for Casey.
I like it.
No, same here. Casey all day.
We're taking Casey all
Yeah.
day.
Hey, Robert, you think we
Alright.
could blow that up a little bit bigger? I
So we
appreciate
can
it.
See it.
Thank you,
Bang,
sir.
bang.
Boom, boom.
Oof, we right in there. All right, we right in the middle.
There you go.
All right, going
Beautiful.
on. Next fight, we got Angela Hill, surprisingly coming in at a plus 115 underdog, taking on Tisha Torres, who's coming in at a minus 140 favorite.
Is he coming out of retirement?
Tisha
Is he retired?
Torres?
Yeah. I thought I'd been first.
I believe it's been a long while. I believe it's been around 2 or 3 years since she's fought.
Okay.
But we know how active Angela Hill has been. This is honestly
yeah.
a really great bet to honestly take, especially for an underdog if you're trying to
Yeah.
make some money tonight or come fight night. I really like Angela Hill and just the streak that she's been on. She's looked incredible in her, honestly, her last 4 or 5 fights. Even through the losses, they were highly competitive fights every single time. And
Didn't
even though
she fight Michelle Washington within the
yeah,
last 5?
she did, and that was kind of the little bit of a controversial decision where
Okay.
I constantly see this in MMA. It's a
it's
very
combat
tough
sports in
judging
general,
thing.
Yeah, it's
where
hard
it's
to
like,
judge a fight.
yeah, it's what do
Like,
you
if
look
you don't-
for? Do you like
yeah.
ring control or do you like damage?
Do you like aggressive? Do you like precision? Like
Yep.
it's definitely. I feel bad for judges. It's definitely hard to judge.
It's
a
not
fight.
an easy job.
Yeah.
It's really
Fights
not.
are already one-sided, where it's just like, yeah.
It really comes down, and plus too, when you're physically there, it's very different than when
Yeah.
you watch it. And on
Oh
a
yeah, we get all
playback.
the angles. It's get like this in the corner.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, like yeah.
I mean, hopefully we don't ever have any judges who are, like we've had before in the past, where they're turning to other judges and be like, "What is that move? What is that going
Yeah.
on? What is that?" Like, know the sport you're judging, please, and not just be a boxing, judge that's coming over to MMA. And but I'm taking the underdog with Angela Hill on this one. I like fighters who keep active. I'm a bit of a believer in ring rust. I know Dominic Cruz disagrees with it. I've had other fighters just who disagree with it, but I like somebody who's been kept active and also has that confidence with keeping active and also facing that level of competition. Everyone she's faced, I believe, in her last 5 fights were all like potential
Top 10,
title,
yeah.
top 10, top 5
Yeah.
opponents. Like Angela Hill's always been kind of right at that upper echelon, and now that she's been in her second run with the UFC, she's just, I don't know, at her older age, she's really putting it together. So I'm taking Angela Hill on this one.
Okay, so my head said Angela Hill, but I was like a huge Torres fan back in the day. I think I'm going with my heart on this. Just want to see her do good. But my head said Hill, but I'm going with my heart. Say
Going
Torres.
with the heart. I
Yeah.
respect that. You going with the head or the heart, Joey?
Go with my heart, brother.
Going with
Yeah,
your
that's
heart.
Torres
Tisha
all day.
Torres.
Yeah,
I'm the
yeah.
one lone guy on the island taking
Okay.
longevity.
And you're kicked
All
off the island.
All right, moving on. An exciting fight between Vicente Luque versus Michael Chiesa. Both coming in at a minus 120 even. Not too much to make on the betting side on this one, but an exciting fight and potential fight of the night. This co-main event up here above there. That might be my fight tonight. I don't know. I've been bouncing back and forth between these two, but either way, they're both going to be great fights. I really like how Michael Chiesa has looked since he's gone up to middleweight. He's a big guy. I really believe around 6'1", 6'2". Great wrestler, great grappler, really tricky game. Really knows how to set his kind of traps up. Even with experienced grapplers like he's faced with Carlos Condit and even, I believe, Neil Magny. And so he can even overcome not only the size disadvantage, but really amplify his strengths. But Vicente Luque just looks like a different beast, especially with this last fight, with how much better his grappling is getting. We already knew he was an incredible Dutch kickboxer and had great knockout power, but now that he's kind of put it together with that wrestling, and on top of it too, Sanford MMA has just become an incredible camp. They're really putting themselves on the map with how many champions they got over there and how many great UFC, Bellator, and one championship fighters they got. You know, I'm gonna take Vicente Luque on this one. I'm taking the kickboxer who's learning how to wrestle.
I'm a Muay Thai guy, so I'm gonna go for a striker. So let's go Lupe.
Going for the striker?
Yeah.
Come on.
Going for the striker, Joey?
Hell no.
No? Going the
like
opposite
striking?
end? You taking Michael Chiesa?
I love hugging people.
Okay.
You know,
We used to have a guy that used to work here who used to love hugging people a lot too.
we just love to hug people.
Yeah.
All right, moving on with the hugs. Going on to this exciting co-main event. Two guys who put on a show every time they come out to fight. Two guys who are just, you know, honestly right at the top of the division. I believe Jose Aldo, you know, not that long ago was fighting for a world title against Peter Yan, and that was an incredibly competitive fight. You know, since, you know, honestly, when Jose Aldo moved down to bantamweight, I'll be honest, I had my doubts. I thought he was way too big for the division. I thought he had way too much muscle, and I thought it was way too late in his career. He's proven me wrong at every stop. This actually has been a great weight class for him, that he's actually, you know, his cardio hasn't suffered. He's looked disciplined. He's looked great on the scale. And when he's in there with the cage, in the cage against these guys, he looks huge. He looks big. And he's on top of it as well. He's keeping all his speed and longevity, which is honestly, I think, going to be the real big deciding factor of this fight. You know, there is a reason why Jose Aldo is the -115 favorite and Pedro Munoz is coming in at a +105 underdog. Although Pedro has looked great in his last few fights, he's not a very fast bantamweight, where I kind of is a big asterisk, at least for me, when it comes to the lighter weight classes. One of the things that I think you definitely need, especially at bantamweight, flyweight, and even 145, you need speed along with your strength.
Definitely.
Like,
I mean,
because you can be as strong and powerful as a guy, but these guys just literally, they move as fast as you can blink sometimes.
dude, little people are so annoying.
They're
It's
so
just like,
fast.
can't touch them.
You can't at all. Like,
It is.
they're just, they're so quick. It doesn't make sense.
I can't think of no slow like 135ers or like kickboxer or like small boxers that are like slow. You just don't exist.
The one thing that I think is going to come into factor majorly with this fight that I do say is the fact that Pedro Munoz did exemplify, I think, one of the better techniques to block the low calf kick. That could come and be a big factor,
And
but
what
I
was
don't
that?
know if he has the speed. It's kind of like,
Was the
it's a
check
little bit
or-
a little bit odd.
Is like that step down, bend a knee down check? Or
Kinda. It's like an odd outside check where you kind of overturn the ankle. Like it's kind of like if you point it kind of outward, like my teammate actually Jeff Malore gave us a great one from Greg Jackson, but it's kind of an uplift out to the left, and then so instead of the angle you normally go at, you turn it out to this way. Sorry, our viewers
Still go
showing
like
everything.
center.
I'm like, everybody's like, I'm like, we're all looking
We're all
at
like,
it
yeah,
here.
what's going on down here? But no, actually, imagine this is my foot right here. So when you lift it up, you kind of point it outwards
So
instead
you
of
just
the
turn the
normal
check.
end.
I mean, it's still a check though, right?
Yeah,
You're just turning
basically,
the
it's
check.
a very simple like rotation, but
No, I
you'd be
mean, that makes
surprised how
sense.
you kind of have to make that mental adjustment a lot.
No, yeah. Are you like you're a grappler first, right?
MMA guy, actually.
Were you like, are you a grappling background? Like, I mean, I don't like saying that no more. 'Cause everybody's so well blended, but
Honestly,
you say you were like go for a takedown, submit somebody, or you were staying on your feet and like piece somebody up. I'm just kidding.
whatever I'm in the mood for.
Okay,
I love
well,
both. I
I
love
feel like
training
that.
both. I love
Alright.
just training, you know, my striking and my
For sure.
grappling. You know, it's my way I meditate and have
I
my
get it.
peace in this world.
No, that's good,
And
that's
but going back to Jose Aldo and his incredible speed, I'm going with speed on this one and taking the former champion Jose Aldo.
I go Adele, like he got the experience, he's calm, he know how to win fights, like he know what you need to do to win the fight, and he will do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Joey?
I'm going for Pedro Munoz.
Pedro Munoz.
Oh, he's gonna knock his ass out. Put him to
That's an
sleep.
interesting hot take, Joey. That's a very
I'll bet
interesting
you
hot take.
10 push-ups on our next show.
I'll bet you a whole Taco Bell burrito, Joey.
Ooh, that sounds like death. Are you gonna eat it?
We'll see what happens.
Well, I'm glad I don't take him home like I used to. I used to take him home every day, and he had that Taco Bell burrito. I said, wait till you get home.
It's over then, you know.
Can't do that. Taco Bell's like death. Like
Taco Bell is like one name after a night of a bender. Moving on to the main event and going to an exciting fight
I would
versus
take like 10 leg
Derek.
kicks than Taco Bell.
Right? Facts.
Like, let me take 10
Facts.
leg kicks. Like,
For me, it's McDonald's, honestly. I could go the rest of my life without ever having McDonald's again.
their ice cream is good though. You know.
Yeah,
it never
McFlurry
works,
hits.
but it's
And the
good.
machines are always broken.
I know,
They
but
never
it's
work.
good when you have it.
The rare times that they work.
But when you have it, it's good.
Heard Dairy Queen or Sonic has the best ice cream and slushies. They have diet slushies for me, so I can drink those slushies.
Nice. All right. And speaking of fast food, a big advocate of fast food, we got Derek the Black Beast Lewis coming in at a plus 270 underdog, taking on Ciro Gagne, who's coming in at a minus 360 favorite.
Ooh.
I'm completely sold on the hype for Ciro Gagne. Unless Derek Lewis gets a magical knockout punch like he always does, Ciro Gagne is going to win this fight just through his decision or just through his better technical
some of my
expertise
lip.
and as he improves as a grappler and his great wrestling and jiu-jitsu skill. So I'm taking Gagne on this one.
What you're saying is definitely true, but I feel like Derek Lewis didn't beat nobody, but he always does.
Yeah, he literally every time I'm like, nah, man, Derek
Like you
Lewis ain't
said,
gonna beat
man,
this guy.
fight, he just slapped him like.
And then he slept him
Yeah.
30 seconds, and I'm like, there goes my bets.
Yeah, it's like I can't go with this Derek Lewis. He's so fun and like he's just a funny guy too.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
the
he is.
best on the mic.
No,
I was just
literally.
watching the clip of My Balls Are Hot the
No,
other
yeah,
day.
it's like I want to see a man just hear him talk on the mic. Honestly,
Oh,
And
man.
then,
Like, I'm just
I say
excited.
hard bet against that guy.
I know it's super, super hard, but
Yeah.
it's also when you've seen what Ciro Gagne can do, and especially the fact that I think he has a 41-2 kickboxing record as a former Glory kickboxing champion. On top of as well, beat an even more technical guy in Alexander Volkov before this fight.
No, I believe that,
Like-
but then it's Derek Lewis. Like Derek Lewis is, and then dude, Derek Lewis ain't big. Like they want to fight Francis Ngannou earlier. Like
He did, but there's a big asterisk to that fight. Both were highly injured, and
Yeah.
Francis Ngannou was not in the right mind space. Like he was nowhere as good as he is now. So I would love to see that fight ran back, to be honestly, because I think Francis Ngannou wins that fight 9 times out of 10.
that's a scary fight.
But
Somebody going to hospital.
That's somebody's gonna die.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude,
just like in this fight, I could believe someone potentially also dying in this fight because
Oh, yeah.
either guy are just athletic freaks. Like,
No, definitely.
Ciro Gagne, I think, only strength and conditioned, I believe, 2 years ago. He started strength and conditioning and looks like better than most human beings do who work out 7 days a week. So I'm going with the athletic freak, Ciro Gagne. Who you going, Evan? I know we gave hype up to Derek
Derek
Black Beast.
Lewis, like my balls are hot. Derek Lewis. That's
All right,
yeah.
all right.
My balls are.
Is your one ball feeling hot, or are you going Ciro Gagne, Joey?
See, I'm trying to keep this a clean show.
I'm
Well-
sorry. I messed up.
Oh, that's
You know, here I'm the
No,
guy
we
that's been changed. I've been touched by the light,
By the Lord.
by the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. But
Hallelujah.
I'm going for Derek Lewis. You know what I'm saying, bro? Because that big man is hot, and he's gonna prove you wrong. Once that bell rings, within 30 seconds, kapow!
We got some interesting.
He's gonna
bets
knock
going
that
on.
big tree down. He's gonna say timber, boom, and take the win and sea walk all over that damn mat.
And I'm gonna owe you a burrito. All right, and now that was my segment of Adam. I guess the shooter now.
Adam the shooter. That's not. I don't know.
No,
Adam
that
the
doesn't
shooter.
fit.
That's
We
just-
can't- we gotta
I don't
find a good
know.
nickname,
I mean,
you
if you
know?
do
Adam
craps,
the
like, you know, craps for
shooter.
shooting, that's nice.
But
you
if
know?
you go to a girl, my name's Adam the shooter.
Oh,
That's-
that does not work.
yeah, it doesn't work.
That's-
yeah,
that's
yeah,
a-
I mean, you
I'm
can't
about to
just-
say, yeah, how you look down there.
I mean, I go by the bull because I was shaped as a bull back then. Now I'm just getting skinny. Now I'm a yak.
Now you a yak.
So I'm the gazelle.
Now you're a gazelle. And who's the cheetah around here? We had a panda and we got the wolf right here.
We got the wolf.
Yeah. So
I'm just me,
And you the hunter. The
and I'm
shooter.
the hunter. I'm the shooter.
shooter.
I'm the
he's an
shooter.
active shooter. So after today's podcast, are you actually going to training today after this, or are you just going to go straight home and rest and then start a brand new day tomorrow?
So usually this be my training time, but I moved ahead a little bit. So I got my work camp for the day, go home, Might do some film study. Might sound box, go over the game plan, and just rest up.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you usually like to do in your free time, at least leading up to a fight? You know, because obviously everybody
Call of
has
Duty.
different. Like,
Oh, dude, I'm the biggest nerd ever. Like,
let's get into it.
Dude, I'll watch anime. Literally, if I wasn't at the gym, I would watch anime all day. I love watching movies. Like,
What animes you like to watch?
right now, I need to finish Black Clover.
You need to.
Yeah, I just watched Jujutsu Kaisen. That was hard.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I watched
that
Tokyo
show was
Revenger.
so good.
I watched Tokyo Avenger, and I was not ready for that.
Really? I only
Yeah.
watched 2 episodes of that.
Dude, it gets dope, dude.
Does
Like,
it
I was
really?
not ready. It was just like literally, it's like. So to my not anime friends, it's like
Yeah,
a
about
guy.
to say.
It's like a
Yeah,
guy
just-
time
sorry.
travel. He go back in time. So he knows time travels. He goes back and forth trying to change the future. So he gotta join a gang to change the future, basically.
Wow.
And he goes to like a fight club thing.
Yeah.
And how do I explain? It's like it goes from like
He kind of like goes and reprimands his past of being a
Yeah.
punk kid.
Is this on Netflix or something?
It is.
Is it?
I think so.
Nah,
I don't know. I
think so.
pirated it.
It's
It's
But,
just weird. It's like
allegedly.
go for like the nerdy guy to like I want to join a gang. Make us. I will fight your leader to the death. Like what?
See, I mean, my anime back in the day when I was a child was either Voltron, Zytron, Thundercats. He-Man was
He-Man?
kind of like the anime kind of
Alright.
style. You had, that was my anime back in the day. But all this new stuff, I mean,
Wow.
all I see is girls in bikinis jumping around.
That is
and I'm like,
not-
Nah,
What?
that's
That
not all
is
that.
not-
Yeah, no, but not-
Yeah.
Where
but
are you going, Joey?
no, not the one with the tentacles. I'm talking about like,
I mean,
Oh my
I mean,
God,
hey,
whoa.
I mean, I kind of occasionally watch those sometimes.
that's fine. That's fine. I mean,
But
I
I mean,
judge.
Sailor Moon.
But I'm just saying, sometimes you see the girl jumping up and down and, oh, no. And I'm like, oh, shoot, something's happening to her. Please stop.
What about to kind of get off
Yeah.
that topic, getting back?
Yeah.
You know,
what?
getting back to the one I
I'm
highly
excited
recommend.
for Suicide Squad. Like,
Oh, Suicide
I'm gonna watch
Squad's
that.
dope.
Like, what Veins or Thursday? I'm watching that Wednesday.
You watch Megalobox at all?
Which one was that? Is that the one with the robot arms, or was
Yes.
that the other one? Yes,
That's the one with
that was-
beautiful.
Yes,
I
that
forgot.
was
Just
so-
Joe. It's Gearless Joe is his name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the 360 hook punch.
Yeah.
What's it called? Yummy the
King
Box?
and Astro
that was
was the
dope. That was
best.
dope. I was
King
not
and
ready.
Astro was so good.
What?
No, I need to rewatch that. I wasn't ready for that.
Bro,
that show,
that
like,
show
yeah.
was so good.
Naruto's old roommate.
So for a new guy that's, I mean, like I said, trying to get into the anime like you guys, was that a good series
Watch
to
that
watch?
show.
Yeah. You
Watch
like
that
fighting,
show.
you'll like it.
That one,
You
huh?
like fighting? Watch that
Yeah.
one. Watch Megalobox.
Now, is there English subtitles or a lot of reading?
No, they got a dub. I'm pretty sure they got a dub, yeah. They've been out
Yeah.
for a while.
Yeah, they do.
Because with me and reading, man, I have to like slow down, push pause, like.
That one Netflix made that was a boxing one too, where it had like steam arms.
Oh,
Yeah.
Not
the
Megalobox.
steampunk one, right?
Yeah, it was
that's
so
what I was talking
dope.
about. No, that was
You
the-
nerds.
No, not Megalobox.
No, that one
Megalobox
with
was
he did the
different one.
360. Literally, I was trying to do a sparring one time for like a month. I kept getting crack spinning. I was like, okay, 360 hook punch did not work. I need to set up
You gotta
better.
look up the Louis Palomino way to do it.
I'm like 360. Nope, did not work. Okay, leg kick. Nope.
No, it doesn't work unless you're Louis Palomino.
I know.
It doesn't work.
Now, do you play Pokemon Go? Like you walk around looking for Pokemon?
Nah. I'm not that nerdy.
I'm about to
not
say.
that nerdy.
Seven Deadly Sins
That's
is a dope
I just
one.
finished new season. That was dope.
I fell off after the second one.
Oh, what?
I
The new Baki the Grappler is pretty good too.
Oh
Baki's
really?
dope.
Oh yeah.
Baki's
Baki's been great. The
My
new
favorite
Baki.
anime game was Live and Die. The girls, you know, they had the bikini competition.
Wasn't that like the
chicks.
zombie one?
That was
or
pretty
no?
good.
Oh, High
Wasn't
School
that
of
like
the
the-
Dead?
You know,
Wasn't that a PS2 game?
you remember talking about?
It was like an old PS2 game. That
You
was
know
like,
what I'm talking
yeah,
about.
the awkward one. Yeah.
Yeah, you play all the girls with bikinis, you get them gifts.
I never played it. I just never seen
I
it.
never played it. That game was fun.
You just like remember passing by. I wish I could play that one.
Oh, this one.
What game is that?
Gals Panic.
Ooh, what is that?
Panic?
I don't-
Can I get that on the Android?
That's a little too deep for me.
That's a little-
Like once you leave the fighting part, I kind of fall off. I just watch a bunch of people.
Yeah, right.
You have to like.
Create a box and the picture pops
The
up.
more you got bigger in the box, the more picture you could see. But then if you were trying to build the box before you like connected, and something hit you, you would die.
Yeah.
So like the whole object was to
Just to see that part.
see
Yeah.
the picture.
Yeah, you're like, oh boy.
There's a percentage that you had to get of the picture made before like it was over.
Yeah, because it's always like remember the old school video game like Dungeons and was it Dragon Slayer that princess or Space Ace? I mean that character was on the video games. I'm like, man,
Okay, before we go, because I'm going to wrap this up.
Okay.
Please announce that we will not be having a show next Thursday because we will be actually at the weigh-ins.
Yeah.
Well, you know, to announce actually next week we will not have a show next Thursday, but instead we will bring you live from the actual Fighters Rep weigh-ins.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
You know, where we'll see our guy
Any
weighing
live
in.
stream? Any live stream? Fighter rap? Is it live stream?
Robert, does it live stream?
Oh, perfect.
I believe
Check
so.
it
We
live
are
then,
indeed.
'cause I've been grinding. I'm
burritos for Evan this week.
yeah.
None.
No, check out the fights though. Watch this live stream. Like, I know I've been
Seriously.
grinding. I feel great. I'm gonna put on an amazing show. So check it out.
Yep.
I know.
Ooh, free stuff.
You got 50
Free
brother.
stuff.
Wear it.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
Why
So
don't you show it off for the camera for us?
Get you the right size? Medium?
Yeah.
Schmitty?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's large.
Large.
Well, he's pretty tall,
Yeah,
so
Oh, that works.
I'm like a skinny.
it'd be like a little
No,
midriff.
dude, it's weird. It's weird.
If I need a large, he needs a large.
Yeah.
Britney Spears shirt.
So Evan, people want to look you up, your social media. Where can they find you?
On Facebook under Evan Boulton, or like I said, the LBC_kickboxer.
Mine is always Adam.Araby.
Donda, where can they find you?
Right here at Halo Jiu-Jitsu. Knock on the door, we will answer.
And you can find me, Joey the Boulton, all platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I almost got my tongue tied over it. I almost got in trouble. Don't want to get FCC fines and shit. Anyway, find me everywhere. Check this out. Next Friday, you're gonna watch this guy kick some butt.
You know.
Fighters Rep. It's gonna be crazy. I mean, we're all gonna be there. We're gonna represent to the fullest.
Can we see that 360 punch at least once?
Let's see how the end of the fight looks. Let's see how like the last 15 seconds look.
And
Honestly, I'll find a strong opponent. It's a great lineup.
It
If
really
you like
is.
fights, you should watch it. If you don't know what fighting is, come watch it because it's a good intro.
Good tacos, too.
yeah, and I bought a new suit, so maybe I'll look good that day too.
That's good,
So
that's good.
They got booze, they got tacos.
Oh,
We
yeah.
got booze and tacos. at
Anyway,
this event.
Tacos, fights, you know it's good.
What can you beat with that? Booze, tacos, and fights.
Seal Beach won't be cooked. Won't be hot.
Seal Beach. That's right,
Seal
folks.
Beach as well.
This has been another great show, another great Gym Crashers. We'll see you in 2 weeks, but next week, check us out. Fighters Rep. It's going to be happening in Seal Beach. Let's make it happen. Peace out. One love.
Boom.
Boom. Boom.
That was good.
For sure, that wasn't that bad.
See?